Not a problem. I'm good to talk. All right. Hey everyone, this is ZeeGee. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a good time watching this splendid event. Today I'll be running Aladdin for the Sega Genesis. This game hasn't been done for a while, since 2014 at SGDQ, so I hope to do JY Motion proud. And with me on commentary is someone who also runs the game, and someone you might already have heard of before because he performed at SGDQ 2020 last year for Cast Evolution. Paul Saltine, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so I have the world record for this category, all stages practice, and at channel 3, 1, 3, 2, 1 start, I will let you guys know when I'm ready to start the run, and then I'll say time when the run is over. So, all right, I'm getting ready to start the run. 3, 2, 1, start. Go ahead, Paul.
All right, good luck, ZeeGee. So yeah, this is Disney's Aladdin. First thing that we're going to see, a couple of tricks and optimizations right off the bat on the first stage. First thing you're going to notice that ZeeGee is going to be sliding with Aladdin wherever he goes. Reason for that being, when Aladdin takes a couple of steps, his animation then decides that he can't necessarily stop on a dime, so he gets this strange sliding animation instead, which is actually faster than just walking alone. So he's going to be utilizing this as much as possible throughout the run to just speed things up. First stage here is pretty basic. It's, your introductory level where you try your best to learn the mechanics of the game. You're going to notice there that ZeeGee just jumped around a genie head, even though he picked up one at the very beginning of the stage. So the genie heads actually bring you to a mini game, which if you're playing casually is perfect. You can get 1-ups, extra apples and whatnot. In a speed run, we don't want that genie bonus stage. We're going to see it here. He got a 1-up. But he's going to be trying his best to skip those as much as possible throughout the run, just to save time. And we're already on stage 2. So he's going to be doing the same thing here, sliding and slashing. This is another pretty simple stage. However, coming up, there are going to be a couple of fairly challenging jumps right over here on these trees. So, for some reason, the developers of this game decided that the trees were going to be coated in Vaseline, just like in real life. So when you're jumping on the trees, they kind of you slide downwards. So you kind of need to really have precise jumps on the trees to be able to not slide down to the bottom and have to do it again. Purpose of this stage is to collect these scarabs, and ZeeGee jumps and then swings with his sword to get that one a little bit quicker than just having to jump all the way up. And he's making his way through the stage nice and quick, gets the second final scarab there in the corner. Very easy to forget that one if you're not paying attention. He's going to avoid the genie head there and get the final scarab. And on to stage 3. Here comes the first challenging trick of the game. We're going to be attempting a flagpole skip here, which is going to skip a large portion of the stage. But it is a bit of a challenging trick. It is okay to try this multiple times, because even if you don't get it on the first shot, or the second, or the fifth, it still saves time over doing most of the stage. And he got it there on the 4th try, which is pretty good. And he does a quick skip and jump over that ledge there, so he doesn't have to slide all the way down and back. Very good stage, very good stage. So in this stage, we are collecting flutes. He intentionally missed one earlier on in the level, and we'll explain why in a second. First, a mini-boss. Spam the dude with apples. He is a joke. Go back at the final flute and go up here. So if you would have collected that flute earlier in the stage, that rope would have actually brought him around the entire section there with a bunch of 1-ups and whatnot. Here at the final boss fight, just spam some apples and he is good. And we're on to stage 4. So this stage here, It's a bit of a glorified auto scroller. The only thing that can really happen here is when you're climbing these blocks. If you jump on a block and your falling animation starts, you're going to clip right through the block and fall to the bottom. So he is kind of just delaying his jumps a little bit and running and jumping to prevent that. However, this is a very good time for some donations if we have any.
Oh, yeah, sure. Here is one from Spaced Coast Gaming. They gave $25 and said, "Good luck, ZeeGee, on your Aladdin run. Much love from the Spaced Coast Gamer. Let's beat cancer." Also have one from Long Way Down, $25 again, saying, "What a great day of runs, and it's not even halfway over. I'm looking forward to Metroid and the Mega Man runs coming up, but loving the River City games earlier. Thanks to the staff and the tech crew keeping this going. Y'all are the best."
Absolutely, y'all are the best. We definitely have got time for like one or two more if you have them.
Okay, yeah, here's one more from, it's $5 from Takate saying, "We need a Metroid Crate First $5 donation train now. It's the more insane and challenging route. Don't let Ridley first win." And let's see, now, Takate, if I'm not mistaken, that is one of the runners. Wait a minute, CHX42 and Takate. Is a runner allowed to influence their own bid war? Honestly, we better check on this.
Unreal. Okay, we are coming up to the end of the stage. So yeah, you have to wait for the platform. So that's why I call it a glorified auto scroller. There's not really a whole lot you can do to speed that up. And okay, stage 5. This is a good point to kind of talk about the different categories of the game when it comes to difficulty. So ZeeGee is running on the practice difficulty right now, which is the easiest. In that category, there are less enemies, there's more health pickups, and you know, if you take a hit, it does less damage to you. This is really kind of the first stage where you would really notice some of those differences, because if you're playing on any higher difficulty, there's a fish right down there at the bottom in the water that can come up and snipe you. And the funny thing with this game, I don't know if it's an intended mechanic of the game or if it was just an oversight. If you take damage and you're in the air, for some reason your forward momentum like practically drops to nothing, and you can die a lot that way. And okay, we're on to the boss of this stage. ZeeGee was nice enough to point out last night something I hadn't thought about. This is the only boss in the game that you have to actually defeat with your sword. All the others, we kind of opt to use apples. You had to use the sword with this one. And a bit of a new tech discovered throughout the summer with this one was you can defeat that boss earlier by taking damage and jumping through him, but it only seems to work on difficult difficulty. And what ZeeGee does back there is he jumps off the rug early so he doesn't have to fly around the stage, and then he takes a leap of faith down to the rocks below. Okay, so on to this stage. This on the surface looks super easy, but as I just said about the things hitting you and losing your forward momentum, that can happen a lot in this stage. There's also that rock right there that kind of just drops down out of nowhere. He jumps up to that platform there just to take it safe, because you can bonk your head on the lower section back there, and then you just fall straight into the lava. And something else that he is going to try to do is skip that genie head. Very good. Yeah, take it safe, take it safe. Those rocks are super trolly, and like, it seems like such an easy stage, but you can die so easily here. If you get hit by the lava, you get hit by the rocks, the bats kill your forward momentum. But this is a good section here to show how fast the sliding actually is, because that rock is nowhere near ZeeGee at all. And onto the rub ride. So the difference between all stages and any percent is basically this stage right here. This is essentially the turbo tunnel for Aladdin. On any percent, what you can do is you can just run into the first rock and kill yourself 3 times. The game then decides that you're like a horrible Aladdin player. They put up a nice try, sarcastic little message at the end of the stage, and they put you onto the next stage. All stages, we need to actually defeat this. While the stage is going a little, quickly here, we can get maybe 1 or 2 quick donations in before it starts getting a little bit more challenging.
Okay. I have $25 here from Jet, who says, Prince Ali, mighty is he, Ali Ababwa. Thank you, Jet. I've got $25 here from Tiernan DH. So many great runs so far. Glad to be able to watch while working from home this year and to support such a great cause. Good luck to all the upcoming runners, and remember to go fast.
Right. I guess the only other thing I have to say about this stage is they're going to throw some question marks at you where you don't know if you got to go up or down. It's the same time every way. It's go down and you're safe. And I'm going to be quiet and let ZeeGee think. He's done it. There you go. Good job. Nice. Yeah, you can memorize the pattern there. I've never done it. I usually just stick to the middle and kind of react as you can. And so here is my personal favorite stage of the game, this Genie stage. I think this does a great job of showcasing the animation style and the music of the game, which is all great. And here is the only part of RNG in the game. These balloons are going to come at you either high or low. You can only grab onto them from his position if they're at a low position. Otherwise, you can run back for the balloons, but it does lose a little bit of time. And actually, ZeeGee gets the 2 flick there, which is pretty good. Usually, you have to flick 3 times on the little flicky hands. So that's pretty good. One thing you will notice in the background, if you have a keen eye, the Genie stage here, the background is littered with CRTs and Model 1 Genesis. And I think this is my personal favorite stage because I think on a speedrun perspective, it looks really, really impressive. It's not actually that hard to execute, so I think it's pretty fun to watch. And okay, we're coming up on the hardest trick in the game. That is that can happen there with the flamingos. If you're not careful, or like if you kind of walk off awkwardly, you can just kind of fall in the water and it's an instant death. But that being said, first thing what ZeeGee's going to do when he gets to this rug over here is he's going to delay jumping on just briefly. And so now the rug is going to take an ever so slightly different pattern that's going to allow for him to jump onto this rope quickly. And now coming up is the palace skip. This is the hardest skip in the game. Basically what ZeeGee's going to try to do, he's going to try to jump, hit an enemy in the air, land back on the carpet near the top of the screen, and then jump over a barrier. See if he can do it. He got it! There we go! Okay, sweet. I want to see some pogs in chat, by the way, because that is very challenging. My man. So that does save, like, a large amount of time in the run. Otherwise, you have to go on a carpet and do, like, a bunch of the level. But after that, just this fight here against Gilbert Gottfried. Just spam them with apples. If something spawns behind you, just hit it with your sword. And there we go. So we are going into the final stage now. This is the longest stage of the game. There are some pretty long periods of time between checkpoints too, so a death in this stage is not great. To get to Jafar and to fight him optimally for the speedrun, we're going to need at least 32 apples, which ZeeGee should have no problem with getting here in this stage now. It is very tempting to want to damage boost through all of those enemies and swinging things down here. But as mentioned earlier, if you get hit, your forward momentum can just completely drop. And those may look like spikes below you, but they are insta-death spikes. So you do not want to die right there. Okay, and he jumps off the rug a bit early there. That's going to save him a little bit more time. This section here can be quite challenging when you're starting running the game because you can take a lot of damage there real quick. But they do give you a heart, which is very much worth picking up. It's going to take that checkpoint right before the boss just to be safe, and some extra apples. He should be good, though. Coming up on the final boss, Jafar is going to have 2 forms. You can actually soft lock this game at the final boss if you defeat the first form too quickly, so he's going to hesitate ever so slightly on this boss, like right there, just to prevent that from happening. First form of Jafar is done. He's going to be ready on time when the screen goes to black. Time. GG, my dude.
What was the time?
GG indeed. We'll have to wait just a few seconds for the stream to catch up to be able to see the time, but I'll let you know as soon as it gets called. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, the audience is looking at Jafar getting beaten on.
Right.
Got it.
We got a 14-19.
Nice.
I'll take it. So this is one of my favorite games growing up, especially it's based on one of my favorite Disney movies. It's a very fast-paced game compared to its Super Nintendo counterpart, which is made by Capcom. This game was made by Virgin Mobile, which some people in chat may know. It's also the same company that made the Lion King game as well. So before I go, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in and watching me get through this game. Make sure I get that palette skip in, of course. And for the most part, I just want to give a couple of shout outs real quick to people in Sega Crew, the Lion King community, Darklands 81's community, and of course, people in my community, those of you who know who you are. And Paul, thank you very much for commentating this game.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, guys, thank you very much. We got the Metroid race coming up, and I will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of the event. Take care.
Wonderful, yeah, and thank you once again to ZeeGee and Paul there for the run and the commentary. You know, my top takeaways from that, Aladdin, wow, some hard tricks, beautiful animations and music, and of course, if I ever have to fight Gilbert Gottfried in real life, throw apples at him. Got it. Figured all that out. We'll be reading some more of your donations here as we wait and get the next run set up for you. I've got $25 here from .NET Patch, who is, challenging me again. Here we go. I like speed runs and I cannot lie. All you other viewers can't deny. When a runner comes through with those one-frame tricks and stage-bending clips, I get hype. Yeah, I gotta pull up quick for those runs. Thank you. Thank you, .NET Patch. Alsheen also $25 donated here and just saying, good morning, AGDQ. Thank you, Alsheen. Mr. Dino023 donated $5 here and said, let's go Kraid first. Train hype. Thanks, Mr. Dino. And yes, I believe if, let me check again because things can change, but Kraid first is, yes, currently in the lead on that Metroid route choice bid war. Again, if bid wars aren't really your thing and you'd prefer to donate toward an incentive where we're trying to raise a given dollar amount for more GDQ, you might want to look to put your donation toward a Tony Hawk's Underground 2. There's the extra fun stuff available. Or you could upgrade the Braid Any Percent run to a 6-star run. And also, let me not neglect what is coming up tonight. After bonus game 2, you should look toward BPM, bullets per minute. We can get that run upgraded to hard difficulty. There is an open incentive for that to take BPM from Njord easy to hard difficulty. So check that out as well when you're in the website and donating. Got Crazy Berserker with a $10 donation here saying, had to donate for Genesis Aladdin, the obvious superior version. Thank you, Crazy Berserker. Still some more donations coming in here. $5 from a Moon Klutz saying, absolutely loving this Aladdin run. Never played this since I didn't own a Genesis, but the art is so good and ZeeGee makes it look easy, even when I know it's not. Gotta agree with that. Or Randus here with a $10 donation. What is Aladdin's favorite Pokemon? Magikarp. Good luck on the rest of the run. Putting my donation toward Hades because Cerberus is the best. Thank you for that. That's great. Okay, so I will be wrapping up soon here. I will have to soon yield the host mic to our next host. However, before I do, it's actually time for one of my favorite things to do any GDQ, and that is check the channel and realize that I am not yet subscribed to it. What is wrong with me? Let me click the subscription button here, and oh, what's this? Subscribe free? That's right. I have Amazon Prime, and you know what, chat? If you have Amazon Prime, that means you also have Prime Gaming, the former Twitch Prime, and one of the benefits for that is a free channel subscription to any Twitch channel of your choice once per month. It does not automatically renew, so you got to come in here and click the button every now and then. So if you have Prime and you haven't used your free sub, consider using it somewhere on the website, perhaps the very channel you're watching right now. Remember that all the revenue after taxes that Games Done Quick receives from subs and bits for the month of January will be donated to charity. So by subscribing, you are helping out charity. So thank you all very much for that. Okay, let's call it there. That'll do it for me. Thank you so much for spending some time this morning with me and the rest of the marathon. I'm sorry, the Prime subs are just starting to come through now because there's some stream delay. Very funny to see. Anyway, that's it. And AGDQ 2021 Online will continue after these brief messages from Twitch.
Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 Online. I'm Skybills. I'm going to be your host up until the Tony Hawk block, and it is wonderful to be here with all y'all. Let's get to some donations before we get to the Metroid run. We have $25 from Howard the Dave, who says, gotta see Ridley first. Well, it needed the help, and that bid war will be closing soon, folks. I'm very excited to see which one of those ends up being the route. We have $50 from Mikey, who says, couldn't be more stoked for the Metroid run. I agree. All right, we have a little bit of a strong opinion here before we leave Aladdin, by the way, folks. We have $25 from Mr. Person who says, I'm going to be that guy. SNES Aladdin is easily the better game. Anyone who wants to argue otherwise is going to have to take it to donation messages. I agree on the Super Nintendo front, but I'm sure there's a lot of folks in chat who love the Genesis version. So let's hear where your loyalty is, y'all. We have $25 from Moss, who says, Metroid holds a special place in my heart because it's the first video game my dad sat down and taught me how to play. I show my dad the Metroid runs from every GDQ event, and he is just mind blown by all the skills everyone showcases. Here's money to make sure Kraid gets put down first because he's the first Metroid boss that terrified me as a child. Got a lot of Team Kraid versus Team Ridley here. Which one will win out, folks? We'll find out in a couple of minutes. Hiruseta donates $50 saying, donating to GDQ, your biannual reminder that games can be a force of good for this world and save the animals. I don't know if there's any animals in NES Metroid, but I kind of wish there was, if there isn't. Liam donates $250 saying, hi everyone, thanks for another great event for an amazing cause. Good luck to all of the runners. London Bridge Boob donates $250 saying AGDQ is always such a blessing. Thank you for all that you do and what you stand for. Props to Aladdin, which was a childhood favorite of mine, Metroid, and Hades. Good reminder here, $25 from Aronim, who says, remember to hydrate and stretch your legs, chat. Yes, please be sure throughout the duration of this event to do that. Medalis Burger donates $500. Thank you so much for your donation. No comment, but thank you so much. And Heir Apparent donates $500 as well, saying it's been great watching AGDQ so far, and I can't wait to watch some of the later runs, especially Hades, later today. And with that, folks, I've been given the green light. Let's go! NES Metroid with Chikate and CHX42. Good luck and have fun!